The Mets decided to DFA Frankie Montas, who will miss all of next season. Who covers medical expenses for cut players? Where can they rehab? Do they have to find new doctors if they were using the team's doctors? That's a funny question. I wonder if that's a Met fan or if that's someone, I don't know what you care about. I'm laughing only because I'll answer those questions. But are you upset when Montas signed? Remember, he signed that $34 million 2-year deal before last season. And it was, oh, I don't think the Mets have the pitching. And then the Mets started their season off without Minaya, without Montas, and they were lights out, and they had the best record in baseball. And then all of a sudden, the length of the season caught up with them. Mets fans, Scott, you know what I'm talking about. Now are you upset that Stephen Cohn is writing $17 million off to Montas without getting another inning of production out of him? Wait a minute. He's hurt. He was never going to play. Designating Montas for assignment is simply a perfunctory move by the Mets because they wanted roster space. You can't have a player on the 60-day injured list during the offseason. During the season, when a player's on the 60-day injured list, they don't count toward your roster. When a player is not on the injured list during the offseason, which they can't be because there is no injured list, they have to be on the 40-man roster. Montas is a signed player taking up a spot on the 40-man roster, except he can't play, and he has no chance of playing next year. And by the way, he stinks. So designating him for assignment was the most obvious move. You did not need to be a highly paid GM to designate Frankie Montas for assignment. Anyone could have done it, including my babysitter. I mean, I don't have a babysitter anymore, but if I did have a babysitter. But here's the rule. Did you know this? Coca, I think you did. Coca probably knew this. You have to rehab a player back. That is the responsibility of a team. You have to rehab a player back to when they are ruled able to play. You can release a player, but they're not being released from workers' comp. Part of the rules in the collective bargaining agreement is that a team that releases a player, designates a player, waives a player, that player continues to get medical coverage from the team that released him. Player has two choices. The player can use the team's facilities. The player can use the team's doctors. Or the released player can use similarly situated doctors and rehab facilities at a place of their choosing. It is all a negotiation with workers' comp, with insurance, with the player. Do the Mets want Frankie Montas hanging out their spring training facility? No, they are not going to have it. Would they allow him to be at Citi Field rehabbing and recovering from Tommy John? No. When a player is designated, the deal with the player exclusively will be that that player will continue to be rehabbed in his hometown or at a place that he lives at his choice. But the Mets will not be involved. But once it's coming to an end, then the Mets get involved again because the Mets and the player need to get together to say, okay, he's ready to pitch. And when there's a disagreement about whether a pitcher or a player is ready to come back or whether a player is ready to pitch, you can have a grievance. You can have serious arguments about this because the Mets want Montas to be better as quickly as possible so he can be truly gone, off the books entirely. It's not going to happen for a while.